everyone, let's take a tour to the stories of the entire world. Russian Prime Minister says he has been diagnosed with coronavirus. His positive test came on the same day that Russia recorded a record 7,000 cases, taking the total number of infections above 1 lakh. Coronavirus is having some unexpected effects in our environment. With a dramatic decline in emissions, we might be surprised to see the clear blue sky over normally polluted cities. Lockdowns in response to the pandemic will see global emissions fall by a record 8%, the International Energy Agency says. Boris Johnson says the UK is past the peak of the coronavirus outbreak. In his first briefing since returning to work, he promises to set out a lockdown exit strategy next week. The total number of deaths in the UK has now crossed 26,000 mark. The virus in the United States. The current number of infected in the US has crossed 10 lakh mark according to Johns Hopkins University, and around 61,000 have died. In the United States, the coronavirus outbreak has now led to 30 million Americans losing their jobs since mid-March. More than 3.8 million people submitted new claims for US unemployment benefits last week. Los Angeles becomes first major US city to offer free COVID-19 testing to all its residents. Coronavirus vaccine. When will we have one? The first human trial for a vaccine was announced last month by scientists in Seattle. In Oxford, the first human trial in Europe has started with more than 800 recruits. Half will receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Australian scientists have begun injecting ferrets with 2 potential vaccines. In UK, Captain Tom Moore has managed to raise $40 million for the National Health Service by walking laps of his garden. Governments around the world are proposing contact tracing as a way of limiting the spread of coronavirus after lockdown. Third of COVID-19 hospital patients die. Medical details on nearly 17,000 coronavirus patients in England, Wales and Scotland show 49% survived and were discharged. 33% died, which is a similar rate to Ebola patients, and 17% are still being treated. California governor orders beaches closed. The governor of California has ordered all beaches in sunny Orange County to close after photos of an estimated 80,000 people went viral online. Fashion industry faces existential crisis. In a normal year, many of us would now be curating our perfect summer wardrobe as we prepare for sunny weather and foreign holidays. Instead, UK clothing sales plummeted by 34% in March as much of the world's population is currently unable to travel abroad or even socialize amid lockdown restrictions. Italy's PM outlines lockdown easing measures. Italy has outlined plans to ease the restrictions it imposed 7 weeks ago to curb the spread of coronavirus. Curbs will be relaxed from 4th May as the country records its lowest daily virus death toll in weeks. Spain plans return to new normal by end of June. Spain's coronavirus outbreak has so far killed around 24,500 people. 4 Spanish islands will be forced to ease measures from 4th May, with the rest of Spain following a week later. Railway runs its first special train to ferry stranded migrants from Telangana to Jharkhand. Thousands of migrants were stranded in places across the country since the lockdown was enforced on 25th March, many even attempting to walk home. On Wednesday, the Ministry of Home Affairs allowed states to ferry their migrants back in buses, even as many state chief ministers requested that special trains be allowed to run for the movement of migrants. Coronavirus cases in India. The number of coronavirus cases in India climbed to 35,000 according to the Ministry of Health, while the number of fatalities has crossed 1100 mark. 1993 new cases were reported in past 24 hours. This is the highest jump in coronavirus cases in 24 hours. The total number of coronavirus cases in Maharashtra, the worst affected state, rose to 10,500. Maharashtra accounted for nearly 459 coronavirus-related deaths. The other states that have seen the most number of cases include Delhi, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Gujarat has reported 214 coronavirus-related deaths, Delhi 59, MP 137, followed by Rajasthan 58. Now let's move to Bollywood. Slumdog Millionaire star Irrfan Khan passes away at the age of 53. He was the Bollywood star loved by Hollywood. The world was just opening up for Irrfan and he was in his early 50s. Then in the spring of 2018, he disclosed he was suffering from a neuroendocrine tumor. Soon he left for London for his treatment. In 2 years of this struggle and cancer treatment, Irrfan was able to complete one Hindi language film, Angrezi Medium, which was released in 2020. There was so much to promise, so many more roles to play. Fortunately, he has left us behind a large treasure trove of films his fans can watch. Bollywood's chocolate boy Rishi Kapoor passes away at the age of 67. He was part of the Kapoor acting dynasty which has long dominated Bollywood, the Hindi film industry. He played the romantic lead in dozens of films for over 2 decades, after which he made a successful transition to character roles. Kapoor was diagnosed with leukemia in 2018 and returned to India last September after a year-long course of treatment in New York. He was taken to hospital on Wednesday morning after he complained of breathing difficulties, his brother Randhir Kapoor told the Press Trust of India. Now for the students, JEE and NEET is postponed. JEE main exam was initially scheduled in the first half of April and NEET UG exam was scheduled on May 3. Both these exams were postponed in response to the nationwide lockdown announced in view of coronavirus outbreak. NTA has extended the application form correction facility for NEET and JEE main exam till 3rd May. The agency has not given any specific date when the entrance test will be held. However, it did indicate that the examinations may be held in June end. Now let's move to the sport world. Wimbledon cancelled for the first time since World War II. The Wimbledon Championships were cancelled for the first time since Second World War as the coronavirus pandemic struck another blue ribbon sport event off the calendar and wiped out the entire tennis grass court session. French Open postponement shakes up the status quo in tennis. The FFT announced that because of the coronavirus, the tournament scheduled to start in its traditional late May time slot will be played from September 20 to October 4. Difficult to hold Tokyo Olympics if coronavirus not contained, said Japan Prime Minister. The Japan PM's remark came a day after Tokyo 2020 president said in an interview with a local sports daily that the Olympics will have to